Hey, folks, good afternoon. Sorry for the late situation report or market SITREP here at Top Gun Options. My name is Matthew Buckley. My call sign is Wiz, but we great news, man, along with pumpkin spice lattes and the smell of smoke in the air from chimneys and the leaves changing. Except here on Las Olas Boulevard in Fort Lauderdale, it's about 90 degrees. Great times. It's the fall because the January 21 series, the Leaps, the brand new Leaps are out. The new phone books are here, so to speak. What was that? Steve Martin in the jerk, right? So we had a action-packed primary live trade brief today. We went for 2 hours taking a look at getting into an ExxonMobil long call diagonal. We actually took a look at potentially closing an ExxonMobil bull put spread that we placed last week. It's up 40% in 1 week, which is pretty good, and I'm actually going to hang on to it. Real quick, though, folks, if you're new to this, you don't know what a Jan 21 is or a Leap or Exxon, you should know what Exxon is. Do me a favor and head to this page right now. Head to go.topgunoptions.com/FT. That stands for Full Throttle because next Tuesday, that's September 25th, I'm going to open the doors to our training squadron so you can get a look at what we do here. And you can take a look at our long call diagonals or synthetic stock or our spreads. And matter of fact, we had a great one-day trade on volatility. We sat in our weekly options brief yesterday, watched volatility spike on Larry Kudlow and threats of a trade war and quick strike in and out trade. I think it was like $1,600, 90 or 84% gain in about 3 or 4 hours there. Nice quick strike. And then today, what are we seeing? This rip your face off relief rally that the trade war, wasn't as bad as thought. I'm a seller of that, guys. And well, why? Well, you're going to have to come see. So head to go.topgunoptions.com/FT, and you're going to be invited to 3 live trade briefs and then a training session, okay? So just head to this, give us your email, your name, throw in your cell phone number there, guys. I ain't calling you for any chat or anything like that. We send out text alerts. So in the middle of my live trade brief today, I sent out an alert on ExxonMobil, sent out an alert on Raytheon as well. And we do that just in case you can't attend one of the live trade briefs. So if you're interested in seeing the power of this fully operational Death Star, so to speak, let us know what your cell phone number is, and we'll send you some text alerts next week. Folks, this is getting more serious. Loss of life is never any good, but a Russian IL-20, an Ilyushin-20, got shot down in Syria yesterday. Some Israeli F-16s were doing some, I'll leave it at that, decent work, and these dudes ended up getting shot down. This is getting serious, guys. Just because the liberal media is frothing at the mouth that Kavanaugh might have potentially acted like a teenager 35 years ago, even though he denies it and the other dude denies it, and whatever. My point being is just because the liberal media are not covering this doesn't mean that this isn't going on. Syria is a shit show. Iran's going to get worse with the sanctions, and this stuff's going on, man. And just because the Dow's up 220 points doesn't mean that these F-16s and Syrians and Russians ain't getting killed. You can wake up one day and the VIX is up 20%, and the Dow's down 1,000 points on some sort of chemical attack, or Donald Trump has launched some missiles. So another reason you want to be here at Top Gun Options, because I'm going to keep you in the trade loop or in the loop on this. So a little bit of a rally in our market and the Chinese markets. Why? Because the trade tariffs that we slapped on each other weren't as bad as we thought. Does that make any sense to you to be bullish, right? Oh, well, the tariffs aren't as bad as expected. Did you listen to the president as he spoke with the president of Poland today? This is not going to – this trade war is going to get worse before it gets better. So this is a little bit of a relief rally today out of the market. I would not expect this to continue. My overall strategic mindset is cautiously bearish here, folks. After each one of these kind of rip-your-face-off rallies, we've given some back. We've had a half a rip-your-face-off rally, and this is we probably need to see a day or two more this week of what's going on with the trade war here to figure out which direction the market's going here. But if you take a look at the Russell, which is kind of a bigger barometer of how everything going, that's getting dangerously close to the 50-day moving average. Now I get it. It's having a little bit of a rally too, but a lot of folks predicted wrongly that the rut would be doing great because it's immune to a trade war and it's 2,000 companies. And they were wrong. A lot of folks were wrong about a lot of things, which we'll talk about in a second. Or prices jump on Saudi Arabia's, hey, we're comfortable with $80. Yeah. And OPEC's kind of comfortable not rushing into production boosts commitments that they agreed upon in June. Okay. That's why we talked about ExxonMobil today and ExxonMobil kind of being on a tear. We took a look at it. Jan 21. I got to get used to saying that every time. This time every year, I have to get used to adding a year. Don't want to wish my life away, but I love when the new option series comes out because now we can get long-term bullish another year out on some of the great sectors that we're targeting. So U.S. stocks, what? Shrug off new tariffs. That headline you can replace tomorrow if we're down 300 points. Stocks implode on renewed trade war fears. I think the Wall Street Journal or all these financial media publications have these stock headlines because you will see that headline again. Not this one, or you will see this one again, but you'll also see the trade war fears, or China retaliates, or Trump does this. We're in the middle of a trade war, folks, and it ain't going away anytime soon. It's going to get worse before it gets better. Tesla tumbles on reports of what? A criminal probe. Ladies and gentlemen, I called this the day it happened. As a matter of fact, I called that Tesla this time last year, folks. I was sitting in beautiful Lake Tahoe, or no, it was October? October. Lake Tahoe, and I said, guys, get at it. And I had a nice debate with one of my former partners who could not have been more bullish on Tesla. I could not have been more bearish. I said the dude's John DeLorean. Instead of having cars full of Coke, this guy obviously has cars full of weed. The day he made that announcement that, hey, I might take our company private, funding is secured, at 420. If you don't know what 420 is, maybe ask your teenager or college student. It's the number for weed. Elon Musk didn't say he's taking the company private at 419 or 421. He said 420 because he wanted to squeeze out a lot of shorts. That's not funny, folks. Hedge funds, large individual investors who were short this stock got wiped out. The government don't take too kindly to fraud or stock manipulation. The day this happened, I called it. I said he committed a crime. And here we are months later, and the DOJ is finally catching up. That is not good. Apple may be avoiding the guillotine for now in the trade war. I would not. Again, this time last year, I told you to get out of all the limousine liberal tech stocks. Twitter, Facebook, Apple, Google. Apple does not look good. If Apple gets caught into it in a trade war, this thing is heading lower and it is in a lot of trouble. So, what else is going on here? Well, more limousine liberal stock news that I'm just not going to bring up here. But Amazon is starting to recover from a little bit of its near-death experience. Jeff Bezos learned that the stove is hot. 2 years ago, when he said he'd put Donald Trump on a spaceship and launch him into space, he realized how stupid he was. I loved Amazon, and I still love Amazon, guys. For the past year, it's up 100% since I said get out of all the limousine liberal fangs and get in Amazon. He made the mistake of doing what I told him or credited him for, opening his mouth. Hey, Jeff, shut up. Don't tug on Superman's cape. Okay? Go back to doing what you're doing, creating the Death Star, and stop with the politics. Haven't you learned from Jack Dorsey at Twitter or Sheryl Sandberg or Zuckerberg at Facebook or any of these limousine liberal companies are going to implode or are imploding under the weight of their own hubris? Stop talking, Jeff. And I'm still laughing at this video from last week of the Google executives crying over Trump's election victory, but they're impartial people, right? So anyway, guys, we covered Raytheon today. We covered ExxonMobil. We covered Amazon. If you're a member, please make sure you watch the replay. We went 2 hours today, guys, and it was awesome. The replay is going to be posted here shortly. If you haven't registered for Full Throttle, please make sure you do. Head to go.topgunoptions.com/FT. That stands for Full Throttle and Register. This is free, folks. And a lot of people who end up as TGO members are like, man, I can't believe you gave away that stuff for free. This is a shorter week, guys. I've eliminated 2 of the live trade briefs that we used to do during Full Throttle week because of that very reason. If you can't decide that you want to be a TGO member after 1 or 2 live trade briefs, I can't help you. I'm kind of giving away a lot of stuff the rest of the week, or was the rest of the week that I'm eliminating. So join us, go.topgunoptions.com/FT, and I'll be back with tomorrow's market SITREP, hopefully a little bit earlier. Make sure if you're a member, you come by Accelerated Retirement tomorrow, because we're going to look at a long call diagonal, most likely probably on Visa or CSX. So take a look at one of those as your homework. All right, guys, have a great day. Happy hunting. Make sure you hedge, and God bless.